So we're excited to have Jenna on tonight. It's our first TikToker. We've had a ton of YouTubers on there, and what we try to do on the B side is bring somebody that's a creator, a gig worker, and then the other Wednesdays is just a gig worker, just a fan or whatever. So
absolutely,
I found Jenna's. I'm gonna screw that name up. I haven't.
No,
done
it's
it
okay.
Yet.
It's okay. It's Jenna. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to Jesper about saying Jenna. In my head, it was Jenna, and then I was like, oh my god, no! I just found out it was Jenna. So anyway,
yeah, everybody does it. It's okay.
I think we were showing some of her videos last show, right? One of her TikToks.
Maybe like a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had messaged her. And I was like, hey, you want to be on the show? And then she gave me like a snide remark, like, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, I guess you don't want to. And then I was, no, you're totally fine. And then I was looking for some more guests. I was like, I'll circle back with her. And she's like, yeah, I'd love to. And I was like, all right. So, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. So, Jenna, go ahead and tell us a little bit about start by telling a little bit about your background in gig economy and Uber, Lyft, what you do, how long you've been driven, and your market.
So I don't really know where to start, but first of all, let me just tell you, I love what I do. I've had Tourette since I was 6 years old, and I'm able to use TikTok and Uber as a platform to bring awareness and to try to help other people, kids especially, learn how to deal with Tourette's. I met this 14-year-old kid about a few months ago before I started doing the TikTok thing. And his dad introduced me to him. He said he just got diagnosed with Tourette's. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't meet a lot of people with Tourette's syndrome. I mean, I have it. I just, kind of dealt with it or whatever. But, whenever I met him, he was just so standoffish, and I'm just like, it's okay. I've had it since I was 6. It's okay. You just got to make the best of it. And it was so sad because he distanced himself. He was so standoffish. It was almost like he felt ashamed and embarrassed that he had it. And that's whenever I was like, no. This is not, no. Something's got to change. Like people have asked me to write a book. People have asked me to, be an inspirational speaker and, stuff like that. And I've wanted to do that, but I figured this would be the best way to do it because I'm meeting people for the first time. Like I have no idea who these people are whenever I first pick them up.
Right.
Yeah. So how did you get started in gig work itself? Like how long you've been driving? What market are you in?
So I started driving about 5 years ago.
You full-time or part-time?
I'm part-time.
You're part-time.
Yeah. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm a photographer.
Well, cool.
No,
I photograph a lot of weddings and family pictures, and I travel nationwide photographing police and fire departments. So I've been from Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue to Portland, Oregon to Virginia, Denver, been all around. So
very cool. So when you're not doing that, you figure you might as well use your vehicles to make a little extra income.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely. No, that's why we all started. So that's cool. And what is your primary market?
I drive in Evansville, Indiana. That's where I reside.
Indiana. Okay, very cool. And about what size market is that, would you say? How big is Evansville?
The population is about 117,000.
Okay. So obviously you drive part-time. And then you said you've had your TikTok for 5 months. Talk a little bit about the very, very fast growth of the TikTok and what that's doing for you right now.
It's kind of crazy because I've just kind of lived my life the way I am, and I'm crazy and fun and like in your face, kind of thing. And then plus when you have my personality plus Tourette's, it's a lot, It's a lot. But what was your question? I'm so sorry. I have ADHD too. That's one of many co-conditions I was blessed with Tourette. So
Oh,
what was your question?
we all know about that.
Yeah.
So my question was more just talking a little bit about your experience with the very, very sudden growth of your TikTok. You said you've had it for 5 months. You have how many followers do you have right now on TikTok?
151,000, I think it is.
151,000 in 5 months. So that's a pretty good spike. and
I don't know anything about it. Like, my daughter was like, I sent you something on TikTok. Did you get it? And I was like, no, I'm still trying to figure TikTok out. Like, she's like, how can you be viral on TikTok and not know how to use it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm more thankful of and so happy and blessed about is people with Tourette syndrome have been reaching out to me. But not only that, parents of kids that's just been recently diagnosed with Tourette syndrome have reached out to me. And that's the main thing, in the future, I want to start doing videos for specific people with Tourette's. Like this one gal, she just got diagnosed, her daughter did, and she has no friends because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that fucking sucks, dude.
Oh,
it's like that's fucking bullshit, Like that's why I want to make fun with it. Like my three kids have it. Here it is, ADHD. Okay, here, hang on. So what's it like for the sudden growth? It's fucking crazy is what it is. Like I'll just be in Walmart and people be up to me and be like, hey, can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, who are you? And they're like, you're the girl on TikTok, but you're the Uber driver. And I'm like, yeah, okay, say cheese. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
That is
people
cool,
like
though.
ask for my autograph and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I getting paid outside of Uber for this shit?
I know you said you struggled on the app a little bit, but when does TikTok start paying stuff out? Like I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know you.
I don't know.
Okay, ask your daughter. Had anybody react in a negative way with that?
No, because I always keep it positive. I feel like, anytime you have positive energy, positive always weighs out negative. And so anytime that they even try to say something negative to me, I just come forward as in a positive force.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Awesome. That's awesome.
During the news article, they said you had 5 stars. So I
was gonna say,
that's more than I have.
Well, we all know you're generally negative, Jason. So
what is your rating, by the way, Esper?
It's probably not as sweet as yours. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Mine's a 4.97. You asshole.
I don't really like to drive a lot at night, only because everybody and their mother's, husband's, cousin's, uncle drives at night around here. Because it's, like I said, the population of Evansville is only 117,000. So we have, people coming from little small towns around our area to drive in Evansville, and they do it on the weekends. So I'll just be sitting there, waiting for a ride. Whereas in the day, but Saturday early mornings and Sunday early mornings, fucking best ever, because I get to hear about all of the, I call them Uber of shames, instead of walk of shames. Yes. And I never realized like how bad infidelity was until I became an Uber driver. Holy shit. I picked up this couple at a hotel, and I was taking them home, and they were giggling and laughing. I want to know what was so funny, right? Well, one day I'll learn just to keep my damn mouth shut, but I haven't learned in 43 years. So anyway, so they were saying, so it was on St. Patrick's Day, right? And he was like, ma'am, do you know how to get green food coloring stain off of skin? And I said, well, no. Why? Here's another bar. Shut your fucking mouth, Gina. All right. So she says, well, we were at a bar tonight, and I brought green food coloring because I wanted green beer, and he told me he'll give me something green. As I pulled up, and he was like, do you know how to get a stain off like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And he's like, well, I got to get this green stain off my dick before I go home to my wife.
Oh, wow.
So what's important that I'm doing is that I'm fucking real as shit. All right. There's no fake here. What you see is what you get. And that was the only thing, that that I was a little scared of today because it's live. You know, I can't go back and erase the stupid shit I said.
Oh no, you're fine. You're total fine.
Yeah. So you know, it's like the ADHD, the OCD, the mood disorders, you know, and people with mood disorders, with the bipolar, personality disorder, you know, and shit like that, you know. It's like they can actually literally relate to my videos. So it's almost kind of not inspiring, but comforting to know that I'm okay with exposing myself. So it might be just fine for you to expose yourself too. You know what I mean?
What I think
be a little bit, not really expose yourself, but like feel more comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And what I think is cool about your videos too, Gina, is that you're also showing how the other side reacts, and thereby showing, kind of giving us permission, if you will, to react as well.
Yes.
Right. Because most of the people don't know how to react when they see Tourette's.
Right. Right. They don't.
So you're not making fun of it. You're educating how people can be. Right. You're bringing
100%. Yes, that is perfect.
That's very, very cool. So I thought that was very, when you mentioned in the beginning what you're doing with all this, I was just, oh, that is so cool. That's really, really cool. And I have a ton of respect for that.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What I think is really neat is, as much as social media sucks, it's really cool that you're able to do that and bring a voice to kids. Because back in the day, like when you were growing up, I mean, you said you were, I think, low 40s. I'm upper 40s. But back when we grew up, we didn't have that. So like you felt alone, right? You're like, I'm the only kid or only person in the whole world that has this. But now you're like, oh, the internet, I can get this out there. And then people, like you said, kids that have it, parents that are like, oh my gosh, my kid's not the only one, or I'm not the only one.
Yes.
I can be myself, you know?
Yes, exactly. That's perfect. That's perfect wording. Yes.
So moving forward with your channel, I know you kind of touched on a little bit. You don't know what you're doing. You need to get someone in there to kind of help you. It ain't us, because we post on TikTok, but we don't know anything about it.
Right?
We're podcasters from the beginning. We don't know much about video at all, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We just think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, I mean, what's next? You want to maybe speak to some kids and stuff, but I mean,
what I really want to do is like do a roll call and have like a lot of people with Tourette's in my vehicle, and we can do a TikTok together.
Oh boy, that'll be that'll be amazing.
Right? Like, I can laugh with them, and I can get the whole crowd. Okay, when I walk into a room, honey, I'm just like, boom, bam, bitches. So whenever people get in my car, okay, that's the way it's going to be, all right? Yeah. They ain't going to have time to be like, oh, it's so awkward. No. Mm-mm. I break the ice, honey. I don't only break the ice, I bring that shit to a whole ass boiling point. There will not be any kind of awkward moments in this vehicle. I can promise you.
Right. Definitely, there's lots and lots of energy around you. I can sense that all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Which is very, very cool, actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids and my husband, you know, I'll be like, look at this new TikTok, you know, everybody's laughing about it, blah, 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 and they're just looking at it like this. I'm like, well, isn't it funny? He's like, we deal with you like that all the time.
But what was the rest of the reaction from the family as they are seeing how this is going crazy? Are you still getting support there, or they?
My husband, my husband is my biggest fan. He is my biggest supporter. You know, he knows how bad I want to write a book and tell my story and be an inspiration for single moms, for people with Tourette's. He's very patient, very patient.
Thank the Lord.
He do what?
I said, thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord, exactly.
But Gina, we can't thank you enough for coming on. Stay on the line real quick after we end this, and then I appreciate you coming on.
And good luck in the future.
Okay.
It's awesome what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
All right.